right, so on this model, I'm gonna be doing a really beautiful straight flat brush blow dry. This is gonna be nice because I wanna really bring out her natural texture. I wanna bring out the beautiful color that she's had done. I also wanna show you a little bit of Denman use for the bang area. Denman is a great brush to just get a natural lift to the hair, a natural bend, and it's so great to use on bangs so that you're not forcing the movement of the hair. We're just gonna be creating a nice light movement. So the first product that I'm starting out with is the Good Hair Guardian Thermal Primer. The thermal primer is gonna protect her hair up to 400 degrees, and this is just gonna be a light spray that I put directly onto the hair. So next I'm using the Shape Setter Flex Gel. This is gonna be a light to medium hold gel, and I'm gonna be putting this on her hair wet. Just put it in a little bit. I'm gonna be working this product from her roots to her ends, really actually focusing on the roots because this is gonna give us a little bit of volume. Also adds like a nice little grip to the hair as well. So starting in the back, working my way up. If you want, you can just section the hair with your fingers, and the extra product that's in on your palms, you can just work your fingers through the hair. So now I'm gonna get started with my flat brush. I am gonna be working the bang section first. I really want her to see her freshly cut bangs. I think they look so cute on her, and they're long enough that I just want them to sweep out of her face nicely. I don't want to force the tension too much with the bangs so that they can just move around. They can move to the side. Maybe she wants to push them to the side. Maybe she wants them in her face. So I'm just gonna work with the Denman brush. The nice thing about a Denman is it has a natural roundness to it. If you need to, you can section out the hair in the bang section to just focus on that. Sometimes if the hair is as long as Quincy's hair here, you might just want to tuck it behind the ear to get it out of the way so it doesn't really distract you while you're doing that bang section and blow drying it. Okay, so I'm going to be working the bangs back and forth, back and forth. I can either leave my blow dryer stationary above the brush and just work the brush, or I can move with the brush and the blow dryer parallel to each other. Notice how I'm just getting a nice little natural bend to the hair. Now I'm just gonna come in. I'm not going to force the bangs too much by creating too much tension with the brush. I'm just gonna come in, grab the bangs, put the brush under them, and there's a nice natural bevel to the brush, to the Denman brush, and I'm gonna be just twisting it right out of her face. Okay, so I think those look so great. They have a nice bevel, a nice shine. If you want them even a little bit flatter, we can use the flat brush to even flatten them a little bit, but I think these look really great. They're gonna move nicely out of her face. She can separate them to turn them into this really cute modern curtain bang. And it's good to have a little bit of bevel to that root, because if you have a little bit of a bevel, it's gonna allow the hair to just fall out of the face really nice and naturally. So on to the rest of the hair. I'm gonna rough dry the hair a little bit so we can get some of that excess moisture out of the hair. And then I'm gonna start on the side, diagonal back sectioning, working my way up the top of the head. I like to work in the front and on the side of the hair so my client can see her haircut or her color service immediately, and for her to feel confident that I did a good job. And so really the overall energy of the service will go great, and of the blow dry, because she sees what's happening to her hair before I get to the back. All right, so I finished my first section, and you can see there's just this beautiful, nice, natural bevel to the hair. The ends are nice and finished. The Shape Setter Flex Gel was a great product for this little bit of hold. It's really important when you are a professional to make sure that the hairline is really nice and clean with the blow dryer. So how you can tell a difference between a professional blow dry and a blow dry that somebody does at home is the hairline. So these little bits around her ear, if they're not smoothed out, you don't really want your client to be leaving like that. You want to really make sure that these areas of the hair are smoothed out nicely. So if she's tucking behind her ear, if her bangs are kind of pushing that hair out of her face, that we have smoothness around her hairline. So I did that first section. It looks really nice and smooth. I'm now onto my next section. As I'm working up the head, I'm gonna be putting the flat brush really nice and firm underneath the hair. I'm creating tension with this hand so that the hair is really evenly distributed with the boar bristles of the brush, and it's gonna smooth out the hair really nicely. I am going to put my blow dryer right over the top of the hair, and I'm gonna make sure that that blow dryer is hitting me so that it's smoothing out the cuticle on the top of the hair, and that's gonna create the most shine. So your products are obviously gonna be helping you a great deal with that, but it's also so important that your brush is really positioned correctly and that your blow dryer is really positioned correctly to get the best results. Now I'm on to the other side of the head, and I'm gonna be working my way up. Again, I can do a little tuck. This is a little trick. Do a little tuck behind the ear. What's left over is going to be those little unruly pieces that you get by the ear. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take that hair and I'm gonna smooth it out. It's very important when you are following through with your brush on the ends, especially a flat brush, that you're holding the brush stationary and then you're just having the blow dryer on and you're letting those ends melt off. I worked my way up to this V section, and what's nice about this V section is you can either create the volume from here, from the bottom up, or you can even leave it flat. It just, to me, feels like the natural direction of the hair. So as I worked up the sides, I worked up to the point where the hair would automatically start falling back. So I'm just gonna be working my way up in nice little sections. All right, guys, so I just finished up the blow dry. I think she is just rocking this straight hair. The bang looks so good, just sweeping right into this long hair. The finish of the product is so shiny. Again, really pay mind to sealing those ends in with that flat brush. That is the key to getting these ends nice and straight. So recapping the products that I used, I started out with the Good Hair Guardian Thermal Primer. Just a great base for the hair to protect the hair. Her hair can have a lot of breakage and it is processed, so the thermal primer is a must to put protecting the hair first. Then I went in with the Flex Gel, the Shape Setter Flex Gel. This created such a nice grip to the hair. As you can see, when I just run my fingers through the hair, you can see that separation. You can see that there was just this nice shine, nice natural volume to the hair. That's what we want for the gel. We want to have the gel so it creates a little volume to the hair. It's so nice, it's lightweight, and it was just amazing to use in blow drying her hair. So I'm going to finish her hair with the Flex Form hairspray. This is going to be the brushable medium hold hairspray. It's gonna be perfect for her hair. Any little flyaways that I get, I'm just gonna spray those with the hairspray, and they're gonna get rid of those. I just sprayed into my hand first to make sure I don't have an uneven squirt of it. And the excess that I have on my hand, I can run through there. I can even just hold this a little further back and do a little spritz and get those flyaways. I don't focus too much product on the bang areas so that we can get some longevity out of it, but our product's so lightweight that you can just use a little of what's on your hand to piece those little bangs out, push them to the side, or however your desired look is.